Hi guys, and welcome back to a quick kind of server update video in a way. Specifically, this is actually going to be dealing with what I've just added, which is a plugin called Metacycler, which is really awesome. A lot of you guys might have heard of monster blocks. It's basically like that, but slightly better, and also it works. Monster blocks is actually for 1.6, the server's on 1.7, so we're going to need something else. So what I've got is a couple of examples. I'll show you how to actually use this. This will kind of be replacing the replacer tool. You can still use the replacer tool if you grab any tool, basically. Anything at all. I don't know, let's go for a stone hoe. So you can still go /repl. Oh, and actually I need to turn on chat for this. I keep on forgetting about that. So I just do shown. There we go. If you do /repl1:3, and you can just use that to change it, and you can still do the whole change things. So you still got access to it in a way. Now I'm just going to turn chat back off because I need to show you guys a couple of things. So there we go. So you'll notice that if you grab a stick, you get this kind of number in the bottom. And what is this telling you? This is actually telling you the metadata ID of things. So it's pretty cool because if you go onto another person's build and you just kind of hover over something, you go like, I really like that block, or I really like what they've done here, or something. You can actually look at the actual IDs, which is really cool. And it kind of helps you guys if you've obviously got Optifine, and it would help if you have Optifine when doing this. But what basically allows you to do is not only just look at those, if you right click, you'll see that it goes up, so it's now 1, 1, so then 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, and it will allow you to cycle through them. You might be wondering, oh, I've got to 1, 9, and like, all of these are boring. When you get to the end, it does actually go back again when you get to 16. But say if we're up here and we want to go down, all you have to do is left click. So you left click to go down in the datas, as you can see, and right click to go up. What if, for example, we had a load of stone here, I don't know, and you already put in some stone, you didn't want to use the replacer tool or anything like that, well, you can actually use this one. If you press down shift, so you're doing sneak, and you can see my shadow here, then you left click, that will copy. Then if you do shift and right click, that will paste, as you can see. So you can use it in a really cool way to do stuff like this, and then obviously like cycle through a couple of them, or change a couple of them or something. And currently this looks horrible, but there we go. Let's just go down through a couple of these, like that, maybe. So you can kind of see what you can actually do. Obviously that is a horrible example, but still allows you to see how you can use the copy part of it. So obviously you can do that with pretty much all of the blocks that have got metadatas. For you guys that actually don't have Optifine, if I actually turn off wherever it is, quality, and I do want custom sky. If I turn off connected textures, this is what you'll probably see in Conquest. And if you actually had, for example, birchwood planks, you can still use this to cycle through the ones that you can actually see. You'll notice that when you get to a certain point you can't see them anymore. But the ones like the normal ones like these, for example, you can see, or Acacia, and you can switch out these. So you can still actually use it even if you don't have Optifine, as long as you're on the server, of course. But so if I just turn those back on because they are awesome. So this will allow you to actually go up through all of these ones, and then of course some of them you'll be able to select, which is just with normal Optifine, and some of them you won't. But that's pretty much it for that one. It's just literally forwards, backwards, and all this kind of stuff. You can see that there's no metadatas here. It will allow you to at least quickly test out things quite quickly. The other one is you've got a stick for that type of stuff. You've also got a blaze rod. And what the hell does a blaze rod actually do? And you'll see that when you actually hit it, it'll basically change the biome. So we were in plains, now we're in desert. Pretty cool. What's the main use for this? Again, if you have Optifine, even if you are in default, you could still, go around changing these to desert bits, and you can kind of like color it a little bit, as you can see. It's kind of colored the actual terrain a little bit more, and made it a little bit interesting. You've got like a dry patch there or something, so you can still use it for that kind of purpose, and messing up little bits. The other thing is, there we go. Look at that. So Conquest has actually got some metadatas which are different blocks. Cauldron, for example, in a desert biome, there we go, desert, as you can see, is this kind of hamper thing. And with this one, you actually have to change this one over here and this one over here. But as you can see, pretty cool. Well, what if we change it again? There we go, tiger. So if we change it to tiger, that has actually got, I think it was 2 of them, or was it just one? Just one. There we go, so it's actually got, you know, like a wooden one. Then we got just the normal one of forest. Extreme hills is that as well. So you can actually play around. So say if we really like this one, but you want to transfer it to that one. Again, if you shift and left click, that will copy. If you go over here, shift and right click, that'll paste. Pretty easy. So now that we've got this extreme hills, what I'm going to do is I'm going to change this one as well, and this will affect the custom colours of leaves quite a lot. Now extreme hills is actually really cool because as you can see, I'm doing now, I'm changing this into like an autumn colour. And how ace is that? So all I'm doing is holding down shift and holding down right click with the extreme hills kind of selected in a way. So I'm just going to, you know, go around here and make sure I get kind of like a nice area of it so it really shows it. There we go. So you can see how different that is from the normal one. If I just get a little bit more. Pretty ace. I think you will agree. So now if we just go up a couple more, so we've got desert, tiger, forest. Maybe I'm just going to go through right clicking for the time being. And there we go. If we go for frozen river, for example. So again, I'm going to shift left click to select that one. And I'm just going to apply this. You'll notice that this is a completely different colour as well. But because this updates in real time, and World Edit doesn't actually update biomes in kind of real time. You have to actually relog to see them, which is really annoying. But as you can see here, this is done really cool. Changed into this kind of reddish colour. Or this kind of reddish, I don't know what you call it, but really cool. You know, very, very red actually now. There you go. So how awesome is that? We've already got, just with a couple of basic trees, we've got different colours, and it's not perfect, but that's because I've been quite rough with it. You know, you'd probably go down here, and you can even, you know, colour these a little bit just by selecting. You can see how much it changes. And it's like this as well. Maybe you want to change these even more as well. Put a little bit of red in there. See? So you can kind of really mess around. Actually, that's pretty cool. Like multicoloured trees. But obviously you can do that loads. One of the ones that is kind of pretty major is cobwebs. So if we, for example, go up to 30, and you can see all these different metadata in the cobwebs. 30:12, for example, and I'm going to, again, kind of do shift left click to copy and then shift right click to paste. So we've got all these fish. And we've got the normal one here, which is plains. And then this one we're going to change. So we're going to change it to tiger, no, forest. There we go. So forest has got some leaves in it. And maybe we're going to go up with this one as well. We go extreme hills. And then we're going to keep on going up with this one as well until we find a rabbit. And we will find it eventually, I promise. There we go. Cold tiger. We got a rabbit. So you can kind of see how many little bits there are in kind of Conquest especially. But what does it actually look like in my text pack? And I've started to do this kind of a while back, but I'm going to go back and redo a lot of the little bits to kind of tweak it. But if, for example, you've got stone, and what I've actually done is, if you grab your kind of doobery thingamajiggy, your blaze rod, which at the minute looks very strange. I will change these, I swear. But if we just go through this, there we go, desert. So there is some biome-specific stuff, like a desert brick, which you can actually use, and you can just whack that. So we've got stuff like that, pretty cool. But I will be adding more, obviously, as it kind of goes on, as we need more of these kind of extra blocks hidden within, and also I'm going to play around with the colours as well. At the minute they're default. I want them to be more like Conquests and really, really smooth. As you can see here, not a massive colour variation, but I'm planning on probably mirroring and having a look at Conquest so that we get some really cool, like bright autumn leaves and things like that. So, thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully that helps you understand the metadata, or metacycler as well, kind of stuff, and also, obviously, the biome stuff that you can do with Conquest, and eventually what you can do with mine. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you on the next one.